Back at you. It is a happy Friday, and we're here to say Friday, Friday. Here comes the big weekend, and we have yet another quick breakdown and interview of how people are doing deals right now in this market, so that this hopefully just inspires you, motivates you to get out there and take action. Don't sit back. Don't watch other people do this. Get in the game, put the jersey on, and let's get going. So we've already got Jonathan Barfield in here saying, what up, Gabe and Cody?
What's up?
Today we have Gabe Monroy, and this guy's a rock star. This guy is what I love and have always loved about Gabe Monroy is the fact that he's just this humble, teachable, coachable, likable, lovable individual. And you know that right out of the gates. We met back in 2017 when he came to our Salt Lake event. And we're going to have Gabe kind of share some of his story because I don't want to spoil it for you. But Gabe, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and then tie it into that 2017 when we met and some of the big decisions you had to make.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, thanks everyone for joining in here. And I don't want to bore you too much. So
you couldn't. You're too good of a dude. You could never bore this audience. You're too good of a dude.
So just a little bit about myself. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, a great market. And, it sounds like we've already got some people local here joining in. Jonathan Barfield, just talking with that dude yesterday. Great guy as well. So shout out to him. Again, I'm from Kansas City and I live in a little town outside called Independence. But I started this whole journey. I was originally a firefighter, and Tom and Cody caught my ear. And, I hadn't quite turned this into a business. I had started doing it myself and didn't really know what I was doing. But after they helped me kind of get into it and showed me how to really market things, and direct mail was really my first form of marketing that I really started, which they really helped me out in turning that into a business. But, I started doing that while I was a firefighter. I was getting a little bit of trouble, trying to take some phone calls at the fire station while I calls and whatnot. And, they were kind of starting to notice that I was getting busier and busier. I wasn't helping cook dinner or do the things a firefighter is supposed to do as part of the family. So I obviously felt kind of bad. I loved the job. It was awesome. I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie. I like riding dirt bikes and ATVs too, but definitely miss it. But, kind of funny. I went to the Wholesaling Inc. The conference you guys had that year. I think it was in Utah.
Yep.
And you guys really inspired me. And, I knew I could do it. I'm the type of person, I'm just like, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. All I got to do is this. And, I could see it. I could see the vision. I could see I could do it. I just need to put in the work. So I was pretty much committed after that conference. And I thought I was doing the right thing. I went back and told my captain, I said, hey, look, you guys have seen me doing some stuff. Here's what I'm doing. I kind of want to go into this full time. So probably in a couple months, I'll be done here and kind of move forward. And I pretty much told them a couple months. And so he's like, okay.
You already had it in your mind. Like, yeah. I'm going to map out how I'm going to be okay for 2 months because I'll have a job.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a little time. So, he didn't tell me there's going to be any problem. And then he came back to me one day. He's like, I had to tell the chief and everything. And I'm really sorry, but, firefighters have really expensive insurance, and knowing that you're going to leave is a huge liability to us. If you were hurt in a fire or something, we have to pay out, and knowing that you're already going to leave. So really the best thing we can do is say, you've got to be out in 2 weeks. So they gave me 2 weeks. And
how did that, I really want to relive this for us. How was that? Because you were expecting like 2 months and now you're told 2 weeks.
I have a family and I'm married, and my wife was like freaking out. And I was like, you know what? We've done this. This is how much money we've made so far. If I focus on this full time, like I said, 1 + 1 = 2. So all I got to do is do. And we knew we could make it happen. So it was definitely stressful, but it also forced us to grind, and we knew we had to do it. So it was really the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
I think what's great about sharing this, though, I think we're at that crossroad again. I think many people are at a point where maybe they could have just lost their job, or maybe they only have 2 weeks left because their job's disappearing. And I think this is an inspiring story because you were in reality just like the crossroads today. You were told, nah, you're more of a liability. You've got 2 weeks. And you had a family. How many, did you have one kid at the time or two?
think we had one and one on the way. So
One and one on the way.
yeah.
So you had bills. It wasn't that you probably could save a ton of money and had a ton of reserves off a fireman's income.
Right.
I'm sure it was like back against the wall. Like you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to get out there. And I think this is going to resonate with a ton of people right now where they're like, what do I do? Like, what's going to happen? What's going to go on? And so let's share maybe hindsight for like a minute. What has happened over the last 3 years? And then let's specifically talk about how you're doing a deal or two or three or four or five during like today's economy, but give them like high level for a minute. What has happened since 2017?
Well, we've been extremely blessed. God's a big part of our journey. But, after I quit the fire department, as a firefighter, I was on a pretty good department. They paid pretty good. I had actually just gotten my highest pay raise from like 52,000 to 63,000. That's a huge pay raise. And the corporate world, a $10,000 a year pay raise is quite a bit. But so obviously a lot of the firefighters thought I was crazy. They're like, dude, you're right in the prime spot. You're at that 3-year mark. But when I quit, we grinded, we put out the direct mail, we did what we had to do, what I knew we had to do. And in the next 3 months after that, I think the total was around 250,000 that we had made pretty quick from wholesaling, which is like almost triple the firefighter income. So it made sense. We were really blessed right off the bat. We got security really quick, so we didn't have to struggle too long with being stressed. And then from there, I continued grinding by myself, me and my wife. And then the following year in 2018, in September, I hired my first acquisition manager, my close brother-in-law, Ted. And Ted did a great job. He's a rock star, really good at talking with people. And then he worked for 2018, 2019. And then we hired, sorry for the background noise there.
No worries.
We hired another acquisitions manager and then moved Ted to disposition. So right now where we stand currently is 1 acquisitions, 1 dispositions. We have 1 cold caller full-time in the Philippines. We're pumping out 2,000 direct mail pieces a week, which isn't a ton. It's a really good response rate. So you're not going to, it's not like, LA where they might be pumping out 10,000 a week or more, but
do you feel like, we were talking about this before, do you feel like direct mail has seen like an increase of like activity? Because we have, and I'm curious if you have.
So, when I brought on my cold caller, I felt like direct mail had taken a dip, probably about a year ago. And recently, within the past couple months, I feel like that it's really been taken off again. So, which is really good. I love direct mail. It's what built our company. And one of the best things about direct mail is they keep that postcard, and it's amazing how long they keep that thing. And 6 months down the road or longer sometimes, we'll get phone calls saying, hey, I got your card this many months back and I just wasn't ready to sell, but I'm ready to sell now. And cold calling is great because it can kind of get that low hanging fruit. It's like a sniper rifle. You shoot it and you can get that target quicker, but I love them both in conjunction with each other. And I'm hoping soon to possibly bring on another cold caller as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, and by the way, I have people over here. They're like, awesome. Like, oh, they said, Gabe, you're in the dark. Need more light. And then we got Squad Up. What's up, Cody and Gabe? Great job. Okay. So if you guys have questions, by the way, fire away and I'll keep looking over here during this. But Gabe, now let's fast forward. Over the last few weeks, we've seen a huge decrease of activity from many individuals. And so I'm always wanting to make sure that I get people on this live stream that are not pumping the brake, but are indeed pumping the gas. And you just happen to be one of those individuals, because I want them to see that if you will pump the gas during this time, what are the results that they're going to see? What have you been able to do in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah. So, and I apologize if I'm in the dark. Sorry, I can't fix it, guys. I guess I'm light in this room, but pumping the gas right now is imperative. Because I know there's a lot of people down and depressed and they're thinking, oh, maybe I should hold off on the wholesaling until this all passes and whatnot. But you know what? It's really a prime time to get in. And if you're thinking that, you're really just delaying. Those are your own thoughts. Those aren't true thoughts. And it's just fear that's just delaying you. from taking action.
Yeah.
I would definitely encourage you to get that out of your mind. That's just cancer thoughts. And, we've got a little bit of a pushback from some sellers that are in occupied homes that want to hold off. But overall, we've had a lot of people that are really wanting to sell right now and that need to sell right now, and that we've been able to help because maybe they have a rental and maybe their tenants aren't paying, all their tenants aren't paying, and they need a little extra cash in their pocket. We're able to help them out with that. And then we're able to, help another investor possibly buy that deal that's looking. And I've seen both sides. There's some older landlords that are wanting to sell that need the cash during this time. And there's other landlords that are like, hey, you know what, this is the prime time to buy. So buyers are still buying. There's cash buyers out there still buying. Some hard money loans are starting to get hard for some of the flippers, but I feel like that I've really been hearing from more landlords lately for rentals. So
true. Hey, quick question. They have a couple questions over here. Is your direct mail? Are you just doing postcards right now?
Yeah, just postcards. That's all I've ever done.
Is it just tribe card?
Just we use we don't use the wholesaling ink tribes. I think they're still with Modern Postcard. We opted. We're using Yellow Letters HQ, and they have several designs on there that I've been really happy with.
Yeah.
But both are great options, and just a simple postcard. Don't overthink it. I did that before. I thought, well, maybe if I put this, maybe if I put that, but just get them out, and that's all that really matters. And it doesn't really matter what's on the postcard. So
the other question is, are you doing anything else besides cold calling and direct mail, or are those your two channels?
Yeah, so we put a steady amount of income, of part of our income, every single month into a little bit of PPC and SEO. And Adrian from Investor Carrot does all that stuff for us. He does a great job. So I bought another wholesaler's website that left the city, and then I've had House Fox, which is my company.
Yeah.
And that's been ongoing for quite a while. So both of those bring in a steady amount of deals, and they don't bring as many leads, but they bring in hot leads. And sometimes we'll get more income coming in from fewer leads just from those, because they're obviously contacting us. So they're a little bit more motivated instead of us reaching out. Let's see, website, direct mail, cold calling. Those are really the three main ones. And then because of how our business has matured, and just because of more people knowing about us and the relationships we've made with other wholesalers and other rehabbers that know about us, refer us to people who they know are needing to sell a house.
Yep.
And we get 2 to 3 deals every single month just from referrals, which is
that's huge.
Really, and that's just going to happen with putting yourself out there, making yourself known, aging, and building really good relationships with other people.
I think that's crucial. I think that's a big focus that everyone should have for 2020, is the fact of establishing that authority, being the one that people look to for guidance, for referrals, for help. There's plenty of people that are always new getting into the game. You want to be the voice that says, hey, and if you need help, let me know. We're here to help. But I think this is the key to everything you've been saying, is there's so many people right now in the market that need our help. And if you're in it for the reason that you should be in it, this is not a thing to think of, how do I just kill it and make a ton of money? How do I kill it, make a ton of money? It's, how do I just genuinely serve people that need my help? Because not everyone's going to need my help. Not everyone is a fit for me to come buy a home at a discount. But the mindset is, if you can still serve that people, even though you're not the fit, the byproduct is you're going to get referrals from that. But also it puts you in the right mindset to actually do more deals than anyone else, because people want to do business with people they trust, with people that are serving them and bringing them value. And that's really it. And the byproduct is you get a contract that allows you to purchase their home. So I think this is crucial what you're saying. Another question they said, Lashia, I'm brand new to all of this. Where do I start? What would you say to someone that says, I'm brand new to this? Where do I start?
Yeah, I mean, I would give the same advice to every single person. And this is where I started, and this is what turned my business into a real business. And that's put out direct mail every single week, not just every single month. Put it out every single week. And even if it's 100 postcards, if that's all you can afford, just make sure you're getting it out, because it's that constant, steady flow of your phone ringing that is going to turn it into a real business, and keep picking up the phone. You're going to want to say, oh, I really don't want to work today, or I don't want to answer the phone call, or I want to skip the marketing this week because, I've just had a lot going on and it's stressful. Keep grinding. You got to keep pushing, push through that. They're going to have several walls, push the walls over and just keep charging.
So true. So true. And that does, guys, entrepreneurship for Lashia, entrepreneurship's tough, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's getting consistent, and you must move forward in the days. Like it's easy to push when things are going good, but you must push forward even when the days are bad, or when they're hard, or when they're long, or when you're like, oh, I can't do this again. That's when you must do it, because that's the difference between those that succeed and those that don't. So awesome, awesome advice. What list are you finding your best activity right now?
Actually, absentee owners and vacants. Like I said before, we're getting a little bit of pushback, not a ton, from the owner-occupied houses. So just with the coronavirus and everything going on, I'm finding that the vacant houses are easier to work with. So those are our best ones right now.
Key. Okay, well, let's talk about 2 deals that you said that just happened in the last couple of weeks, because we want people to understand that deals are happening, but more importantly, these were big ones. You talked about one that was it a single family that you put under at 90,000?
Yep. We had one just recently, just a couple deals. We average, we're not the biggest player in the market, but we average around 6 to 8 deals a month.
Dude, that's awesome. That's huge.
Yeah. So, we closed one in Kansas City recently. We bought for 90 and sold for 105. So that was a good little deal.
Yeah.
That was actually referred from a friend. So that wasn't from any of the lists I talked about. And then we had another multifamily deal that we've sold recently, bought it for 95 and we sold it for 120. That was a good deal as well.
Was that 40K just between those 2 deals? Am I adding that up right?
Let's see, 15 and yeah, about that.
Bro.
And that it's
not my normal office. Hold on. Because I'm not my normal office, you get the teacher bail today, not my big. Here we go.
Yeah, and both of those deals, ironically, I didn't mean it for it to be that way. Both of them were from referrals. That just shows you how powerful referrals are.
Holy cow! So 40K from referrals. That's not even from like your direct mail or from your PPC or from your cold calling. Those are just free deals that cost you no money that you're just looking.
Yeah. We have another deal too that we're getting ready to close here. It's a smaller 9K deal. But that one also just to show that the power of follow-up, we've been following up with this deal for like 4 months. And over the course of 4 months, 10K is not a lot, but whenever you do that with 100 leads and they start coming in, trickling in over time, it adds up. And so that's just the power of follow-up too. And that was a good little deal. And I don't want to seem like this is what you have to do, but these particular deals, all of them, we closed on with private funds and resold just because we were all very desperate and needed that quickness. And I didn't used to do that. We've been blessed and fortunate to be able to do that more. But I could have taken lower fees and probably got these sold quicker. But we pushed them a little harder and got the higher prices too. So.
That's awesome. So you actually recommend the double close where you're actually closing on the property before you go out and sell it.
Yeah. I mean, that's really worked well for us, but again, like you don't have to do that at all. You can close a lot of deals and make smaller fees. I just find that it makes our fees a little bit larger sometimes. But that's also the importance. All the private lenders that I've got, a lot of them have come through direct mail. Buyers who were landlords or older flippers who were like, yeah, I'm not really buying right now. I'm not really wanting to sell this house. I'm mainly just lending. I'm like, oh, you're lending, okay. So, and I've just made connections with them. So some of those people have come from my direct mail too. Just keep an open mind on stuff like that as well, and you can find a private lender.
It's called network, not net sit. You got to get out there and work it. And you're doing it from every angle. I love it.
Yep, for sure.
Awesome. Well, Gabe, any other deals? What have you got what's your pipeline look like? What does like the future look like over the next few weeks?
Well, April was a little slow just because we had several deals pushed out till May, but May's going to be well over 100K a month. We've got a lot of stuff closing in May. Of
Wow.
course, some of that stuff could fall through, but it's not looking like much will right now. We've got
Yeah.
solid buyers lined out. We've got closing date set and contract signed. So I wish I could give you more details. So we've been tracking our KPIs. That's one thing since I've hired my dispo and acquisitions, I've really been working on is looking at my numbers. And I didn't used to do that very well, but since I've looked at my numbers, it's been a real eye-opening. So it's helping me drive my business better. But I have to consult with my other guys, which I like. Ted and my acquisitions guy, that's Nick Zago, and he went through the tribe. Nick is a local guy that I found him. He just actually lived right around the corner from me. Are we there?
Yeah, there you are.
I think we blacked out.
Now I see you. So you said Nick Zacco, who is in the tribe. You found him, lives in your market, and now he does acquisitions with you?
Yep. So everyone's keeping track of what they're doing. You know, he's going on appointments. He's getting the contract signed, and then his job is to actively build our cash buyers list every day and to talk with buyers, meet them, sell the property. So we're tracking all that stuff, but you know, they kind of keep track of our pipeline and what's in there. So I can't tell you exactly how much is in there or how much dollar is in there, but we've got a lot of stuff going right now, and we've been extremely blessed. And I can tell you for sure that I am so happy. You know, even though firefighter would be an essential job, I've done a lot of other jobs. I've been in landscaping. I've done some other jobs from here and there, but I'm just so blessed that I am in wholesaling right now during the times like with this coronavirus going on. Like, I couldn't be more happy that I'm the one that's in control of my income, and I'm setting that, and the Lord is guiding our path and really blessing us. We're you know, putting him first and paying our tithe. And I don't attribute any of my success to myself. I've just done what he's allowed me to do, and I've just tried to empower myself with the gifts that he's given me. So I'm really appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of you guys, and you know, I couldn't be happier in the place that I'm at right now. So.
Well, Gabe, this is why I started, and I think it'll come full circle around, and people are starting to see this now, is why I said Gabe is one of the most humble, teachable, coachable, likable, lovable individuals. And you can see that by just what he shares with you on this stream, this live stream, but more importantly, how he ended that. I think this is a powerful principle that is worth mentioning. Is you said income comes in and you pay your tithing. I just think that is absolutely incredible, because I don't think there's a better person to make a business partner in this game than the man above, right? And so it's like, how do you get him in there? It's pay your dues. It's get that tithing out there, and that tithing is going to bless many people's lives. But more importantly, it's going to bless your business, and it's going to bless you tenfold. And so I know you're a big believer and and you're firm on that, which I think is incredible. And I think that's one of the secrets to success, is being willing to depart with 10% of the income comes in so that you can bless other people's lives with it. And then you see that it comes back tenfold.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, any parting words, my friend? Anything you want to share with these individuals that are here with us today, and also those that are going to be watching after? Maybe they're at work, or maybe they're on appointments and they're going to be watching this later on today. What would you share for your final words, my friend?
Well, you know, I can't see who all's on here, but whoever is who joined in, you know, I appreciate it. The time out of your day is awesome to be able to, you know, provide what little value I could to everyone. I fun of those every day. So
you're awesome. You're awesome, Gabe. Thank you so much. I know you have a busy schedule ahead of you. You're staying busy. You're keeping control of what you can do for you and your family, which I admire. So keep doing that. But thank you so much for joining us today so that you could share some wisdom, some gold nuggets, and inspire people around this great nation on how they can get out there and still do deals right now in this market. So thank you so much, Gabe.
Yeah. Thank you, Cody.
Guys. This has been an incredible interview with one of my favorites, Gabe Monroy. And I hope each one of you have been inspired, uplifted to get out right now and take charge. Take control of your destiny. Take control of your income and get out there and start taking massive imperfect action, because deals are happening and you can go out there and do it too. And if you need help building your business, if you need help being able to lead and guide you and walk you through how to do this step by step, head on over to the link that we have posted above. That's wholesalinginc.com. Fill out a short little application, hop on the phone, and just see if it's a fit. Begin to have the conversation. We are here for you guys. We're glad to help out wherever we can. So get out there, get inspired, get out there, get determined, and commit yourself to massive imperfect action. Deals are happening. That's why we're committed right now to be doing these live streams, so that you can just simply get out there and go take massive imperfect action with that faith, knowing that you can do deals. God bless you guys. Have an incredible weekend, and we'll see you again next week as we keep interviewing people that are still doing deals right now. Take care, guys.